what's up everyone? How are you? How's your day going? It's good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, whatever time it is, wherever you are. My name is Diana, and I'm here to talk about my topic and my module, which is art in relation to health. This video is actually a connection to the module because what's in the module will be shown here in the video, especially the objectives. The three objectives that I will show you here in this video is one is create your own doodle, two is write your own literary piece about your oneself, and the third is you're the one to judge, and that is to correlate health and art. Actually, my introduction is about that module exploring the relationship of art and health, especially the effects of it to our mental health, especially when you engage in artistic activities like writing literary pieces and drawing, visual arts, and doodling. So here, you will help me and I will help myself do the activities in that module and to obtain my goals and objectives. First, let's start. What is doodling? Ta-da-da! Doodle. Have you ever wondered? Now let's talk about it. Doodle is actually a drawing that you have made when one person is occupied, or sometimes it's even representational of something concrete, or it expresses oneself or thought that cannot be written in words. In other terms, it's actually called scribble, like with lines, wave lines, curved lines, or straight lines. In this video, I will be actually doing a doodle myself, which is actually several ones. The one I made the day before I shoot this video, and one that I would be doing right now. And I will show you some of my past doodles that I made back in high school in 3rd year and 4th year, because I really love doodling. And even the one that I made this 1st year college. Even though I know I'm not that gifted in drawing and I'm not that talented, at least it's bearable. It's bearable for your eyes and my eyes. And now, let's watch that video. The first one is actually the one I made when I was actually stressed out in school because there's so much things to do. Da-na-na-na-na-na. showing you the drawings that I made back in high school. And here's the first one. This is actually drawn on a sticker paper. Yes, you can read it. It says "Fiction Rocks" because this time I was actually pretty obsessed with online reading and things like that. And you know, puberty. That's the first one. And let me get the second one. This. I was actually inspired with G-Dragon's Coup d'etat song and album. As you can see, there's his logo, which I failed horrendously. And that face is actually me. It's what it was supposed to be me, but does it look like? I actually wear glasses, but the glare is so much, so I didn't wear it for this video. Here, this represents life. This line's as usual, and I love music, and you know, common satellites and moon thing. It says remake because I actually did it first at my wrist. Do you even consider this doodling? Because there's words, but I did it when my mind was preoccupied, so it counts. Here is something boring one. Not really. I don't know. It says simplicity is unique. Be who you are. Ew. Don't judge me. But here. And I think this is one of the first ones that I made here in sticker paper, and it's this thing to do, like contradicting the Nike motto that just do it and nothing to do. And how I wish I have nothing to do. Oh my god, like all the things here. And here, let me show it again all. Okay. My fave. And now let's go on to the video that I made tonight. This night, just for this actual thing. To do it. Okay? Just so stay with me. Hey guys, I'm so sorry. I actually forgot to show you one of the doodles that I made back in high school, and here's the last one. And it says, books can manipulate you to create your own world. I told you it's my love for fiction at that time and reading. And here. There is actually, of course, for music lover like me, musical notes are a must. The sun. I was trying to be optimistic this time, and I'm not really optimistic person, but yeah. And there's the moon. For me, the moon is, and the stars actually my, my thing. And there's fire because I love fire. I actually love playing with fire, not the fire that you're thinking of. Literal fire. And there's a unicorn representing the fiction part, you know, because do you think unicorns are real? I still don't know if unicorns are real, but for me, it's a fantasy thing that will let you get out of the realistic, cruel world. So I added unicorn and an infinite T sign because I don't really know. So yeah. So now I would be showing you the doodles that I created back in college. Now let's go to this. It's actually a notebook. It was supposed to be my PE notebook, but you don't write much on PE, don't you? And this time I was actually inspired with band song lyrics. Yeah, especially Midi Parade and All Time Low. And here's actually the first ever doodle that I made of the song. It's the irony of choking on a lifesaver. And this is actually the time that I just moved here in Baguio, a different city from my city, for college. Yes, so I'm a little sad and my mood is not that good. So expect more sad, not really sad, but not really happy things here approaching. Here, there's a failed dream catcher, a balloon because I can't draw anything anymore, a skull, and I don't know what that is. That's this. I think this is a hammer. Then there's a band-aid, and there's a guitar failure at the side. And of course, the usual things you'll see in my doodles or drawings is the city and the notes. And now it has a staff and a cloud and a star. And now let's go to the main highlight of this one. Oh, there's actually drumsticks, which looks like bones. Here. It actually just shows the human singing that he's actually dying because there's a lifesaver which I represented as a, what do you call this, the floater thing in swimming, so he won't drown. You know it, it's a lifesaver. Chain on his neck, he's leashed to a lifesaver which led him to be like this. See? I draw this like it's gruesome, not gruesome. It's cruel? I don't know. And because that was what was I feeling at that time? I was not feeling good. I was feeling a little homesick. I was sad. And all the stress was coming up on me because we had 4 months of vacation before going here to college. It was such a big adjustment for me. So that time, it's like the things that I can go to was songs, especially songs that I feel like can interpret what I was feeling. So this is what I drew. So it's like person dying because of a lifesaver. And that time I was dying inside because of my lifesaver. What? It's going to college because in the future, what will save me? My job. How do I get my job? I need to graduate in college. So this is basically represents what I feel. Me. Here. It's a good angle, I think. Now let's go to the next all-time low lyrics that I drew. And this is one. It's actually my favorite song. And it has the lyrics right there. Actually, I wrote it, and I think that's the it's the "When do you run away with me?" Not singing it. No, not. And here you can see I drew a house, a city, and a castle here, which represents Neverland, the castle. There's a rainbow, there's a moon, of course, and there's a unicorn. I already told you what the unicorn represents, didn't I? Like fantasy and fiction, not reality, non-reality. And of course, you would expect clouds and stars, and of course, the musical notes. Yep. Why is there a rice field? Maybe it's because, I don't know. Maybe it represents the land. And there's trees, and sometimes I just draw things to fill the paper up. And there's actually the constellation which is pretty horrible. It's Aries and Gemini, I think. Maybe. I hope. And what's this? What? Oh, it's actually a laptop. Yep. And here I think I drew this because this is my fave song of them. And you can see there Peter Pan and Wendy flying towards Neverland, which is the beyond the moon and the clouds and the unicorn. And I think this laptop represents me being homesick. Yeah. And what does the lyric says? Wendy, you run away with me. I know it sounds crazy. Don't just see what you do to me. I can be a lost boy. Last chance, better reality. So yeah, the lyrics that I chose to write actually represents me too. Yeah, I'll let you read it. It's actually, I'm the lost boy, and I want to escape reality. Now I remember why I drew this. I really wanted to escape reality. Ooh, my fave. Mayday Parade. It's Kids in Love. Wait, I'm showing you better angle. The lyrics are, we were just kids in love. Summer was trying to be our world and everything. First kiss on the top of my lips. Only love can tear us apart. I know I don't actually know the lyrics. I just write what I hear in the song. So, fanatics, please don't bash me if I got the lyrics wrong. But here. Let's see. Here in the bottom. This is them, and this is their thoughts of each other, but they're actually not each other. Yep, there's MIDI Parade at the side. Yep. And now, I will just show you some drawings that I drew my roommates, dorm mates before. This is her. This is me. This is my other friend, other roommate. This is the other roommate. I draw this. It's not that good because you see, it's according to my mood. I drew it in a different day. Check. Now let's go to the what call this? Writing literary pieces. I'm so excited, but I don't want to show you too. But I have to show it to the relation of mine, which writing actually helps me to feel good. some of the written things that I made in high school. But wait. Oh, I just wrote lyrics, but I used different types of handwriting. You'll learn one day. Oh, this is from my most favorite song of Mayday Parade. Like, it's legit my favorite song. It's called Terrible Things. Does it reflect me more? Hope not, but hope so too. What's this? Oh, this is so third year, so this is actually sticker paper, so I handwritten everything, even the effects of it being lined paper. Just read it. I don't want to read it. It's bad memories, I think. And oh, this is from my favorite song too. It's from The Cab. Endlessly. The song is titled Endlessly. I think what's this? Ooh, this too, so intense. Yep. And as you can see, if you already thought about it, I was having a hard time too. I think this was finals last semester. I wrote this. This is struggles. I'm just not struggling as a student, I'm struggling as a person and as a blooming adult in general. Oh, time is so damn slow, I'm just growing old. I live like I'm dead. I felt like I wasn't enjoying life so much. This one doesn't really make sense. Now that I think of it, I just wrote this. I actually spontaneously write things, so some are not that in grammar. Not in grammar, right? But now I look at it, I actually forgot why I write this. But, you know, one common thing that they share is that my mood was not that good as usual. Now you see that art has a really big impact on me, because whenever I feel down or bad, I write or I draw. And here, I draw this. I made this back in high school. Because I'm not usually the person that would cry in front of you. And now to the things I made in college. And here it is. My magical notebook. Those who know me, who watches this, you won't find this notebook anywhere. Don't steal it. I'm actually thinking twice if I'll show this. Oh, here. I won't be talking when I'm showing this. Please bear in mind. You can just read it. Oh, and the ratings above is actually called Alibata. And I wrote that just knowing the letters but not knowing how to write it. So now I can't even understand what I wrote. Improperly written. What is that? North Star, Science, and what's the other one? Midnight Read. It's actually a haiku. Not really a legally accepted haiku, but anyway, haiku, but I tried. And here, science. for science is expressed. She told me to write lyrics for her, but I'm not satisfied with these lyrics, so I just made it as a poem. Free verse poem. And the contents are actually mature. Not really mature, but she told me do this like this, so don't me. I won't be showing this for long. You can just post it, but yeah. Then the other one is titled Sync. The first one is right. Oh, and this is Beauty and the Beast. This is structured poem. It's a structured one. It has rhymes and what do you call this? Numbers. The counting. I actually made this back. I made it back in third year. The fourth year. I think it was the fourth year because we had a project by group. It's titled Book of Poems. And then there's Maple Tree. I think that's Maple Tree. Yes. Maple Tree. Haiku again. This are actually just random thoughts that I wrote down. So some are wrong grammar because I don't want erasures in this notebook. Yes, I randomly jot down words and try to make poems. Here. Yes, friend. Here. Here. This one. Ooh. It's tiled in Wonderwall, and it's actually a free verse one. It's actually not considered as a poem or something. It's just writings. And here's a drawing up close. See, it's actually flowers. And yes. And here is my stress with society. Yep. And here's the drawing of that society. And the third one, blade. Here's the drawing. There's a butterflower. I'm actually not really showing this. So I read it. For the globe that's round, she fell into an eternal abyss. Drowning on emotions, floating on coke. What I mean coke is cocaine. Stratified imagination, useless interpretation. It's all in your head, but you can't get it out. Wildest dreams, tamest actions. I think many introverted people can relate to that. No, it's actually written here. Just trying to explain everything. Rejected lives, the one who strives. Lost in her Lost in her thoughts, swimming rainbows and galaxies. Don't understand that, but I think my mind was actually floating. Shooting bullets to the stars, an unreachable distance, thy like her soul. Ooh, I think this one expresses me the most. The way that I think about myself, but other people's don't, of course. Unreachable distance, just like her soul. The moon that embraces her at night turned her into the fairy she is today. This was in 2016. This part. She was beautiful and loved by many. Because of that, they pulled her wings and bid her goodbye. For the famous girls out there that just wants to be famous and blend in and not being themselves, that's for you.